Hi, my name is Anthony Clifton. I'm the Operations Manager at Captain Jack Communications LLC, and I'm going to show you how to work with data in a MySQL database stored on a remote server using Microsoft Access. So first of all, we'll take a look at our table here. We'll look at the structure. This is my clients table. It's just a test table. You'll notice that it has client ID, which is an auto-increment field. So every time that a record is created, it gets a unique numeric ID that we can use as a key to identify that record uniquely. And you'll notice it has some of the other fields that we would need in a client table, what their name is, where they're located, their phone number, and so on. If we browse the table, you'll see that we have a couple records in there, and all this data is stored on a remote MySQL server. But you'll notice that we have some data for Captain Jack Communications and another customer, and we have all their contact info in there, plus the date that they started. Okay, so now we want to access that data from Microsoft Access. And so here's Microsoft Access. We have an empty database called DB2. And what we're going to do, we have no tables in this database. We're going to link a table from a remote MySQL database so that we can use it in Access as if it were a local data table, so that any changes that are made to the remote data are reflected when we're working with it in Access, and any changes that we make to the data in Access are also reflected in the remote database. So to do that, we're going to get external data, and we're going to go to Link Tables. And we're going to go down here and select ODBC. And ODBC, it's a type of driver that allows you to access a database that isn't native to your machine. Think of it as a translator. And we're going to go to Machine Data Source. And I've already created a data source called CentCom for my remote database. And I've given that, you can see here it's a DSM. I've given that all the information it needs to access that remote MySQL database. And so if I say OK, then it's going to pop up and give me a list of the tables. Now, I never told it what the tables names were. It retrieved that from the database directly. And so I'm going to give it the clients table that I want to link to, and I'm going to do that. Say OK. And now, you'll see here see the little arrow, that indicates that we're linked, and the little globe there indicates that we're linked to some remote data. And this is my clients table. If I open that table, well, there's my data. And you can see that we're able now to see all of that data as if it were local to us. Now, if I go make a change to that data, let's just change that zip code and then go down here so that that is saved, and we'll just close out that table. If I go back to my MySQL direct connection here, and I go to Browse again, and we go over to the zip code, you'll see that the change is reflected in the data on the server. Also, if I delete this record, and then go back to Access and open it, you'll see that that record has also been deleted there. Now, we don't have to put in the client ID, but let's say that we wanted to add a customer to this using Access. We can do that here. And we won't put in all the data, just for sake of brevity. And if I just go down here then and close the table, I don't think that you have to close the table each time. I'm just doing it for clarity. And browse, you'll see that on the database server, that data is already in the server. And if we go back to our clients, the data is available there. And so it's literally a front end for MySQL through Microsoft Access. Works slick. That's the end of this demo for now. I just wanted to show that it is possible to do and how it works. Thanks. Bye.